Hello, I am Sujata Damke, Assistant Professor, the Department of Geography, Government Vidarbha Institute of Science and Humanities, Amravati, Maharashtra State, India. The title of the paper is Gender Perspectives on Coronavirus Pandemic. Social sciences attempt to understand and manage the pandemics. While doing so, gender dimensions play dominant role. How age and sex determine the response to pandemic need to be studied to give sound justice to the problems, grievances and silent sufferings of women. Gender word incorporates the difference between male and a female differentiations with respect to social and cultural factors. Objectives of the studies are: first, to reveal various approaches to study gender-based pandemics. Second, to investigate health, social, cultural and economic dimensions during lockdown, physical distancing, quarantine and post-pandemic period. Similarly, I have tried to give dimension to study the difference in gender response to pandemic of developed countries and developing countries. While analyzing how to study or which approach should be maintained while studying the gender dimension to viruses, I have taken 3 stages: susceptible, exposed and infectious, as well as recovered stages during lockdown and quarantine. With these, we can say approaches for analysis, I have first of all considered female as contributing in combating pandemic. Second, the non-contributing female in corona pandemic, specifically housemakers and the unorganized sector labor, the women who are single parent, then mass quarantine migration women situation, as well as reverse migration women situation with respect to India, because reverse migration happened in India and India has witnessed huge or large scale reverse migration. Similarly, I have also considered minority women and refugee women. So when we classify these categories of women from various social and cultural background, how they are coping up with the pandemic, what grievances they are facing, need to study, because across the globe we are coming the facts that World Organization as well as government policies, they are not gender sensitive, rather we can say they are gender blind. When we are analyzing the role of female while combating this pandemic, that is corona pandemic, we have to bifurcate the gender perspectives in 2 major groups. First is contributing and second is non-contributing. Among the contributing women, we can take health workers, administrative officers, police department, female, those who are along with male we can say counterpart, they are devoting their energy, time, their vulnerability towards the viruses. They are taking risk, they are sacrificing their family and they are combating with the pandemic. Other women, I have bifurcated like housemakers, we can say, or refugee women, or single parent, or we can say migrating women. And while extracting the data from the society, which statistical techniques or what methodology we can adopt. So I think we can adopt 2 methodologies. First is quantitative and another is qualitative. So while dealing with the qualitative kind of data, we can take personal experiences, personal interviews, and we can collect the data as far as quantitative aspect is concerned. We can conduct the surveys and collect the data. Then through the gender inequality index or calculating some indices, we can give the composite score to understand how female is suffering, or how female is finding difficulties in fighting the corona pandemic. And thus, after extracting these findings, we can suggest, or we can produce some kind of a model so that while dealing with this, you can say, gender perspectives while dealing with this pandemic, the world organizations or the government planning, they can indulge the gender perspectives in their planning. Thank you.